But first up, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome punk rock from Manchester's finest, Goldblade! Yeah!
Listening to the radio, Jukebox Generation. Dance, dance, dance to the stereo, Jukebox Generation. The boys are prima donna, rock and roll star, Jukebox Generation. Future's up for grabs, and the past is up for grabs, Jukebox Generation. Every generation's gotta do the best. Every generation's gotta do the blues. Every generation. Listen to the radio, Jukebox Generation. Switching off my stereo, Jukebox Generation. Point to prima donna, rock and roll star, Jukebox Generation. Future of crowds and the past is out of town, Jukebox Generation. Every generation's gotta do the best. Every generation's gotta do the blues. Every generation's gotta do the blues. Every generation's gotta do the blues. Every sign and a police soul, Jukebox Generation. All publicly forget old, Jukebox Generation. Partisan and a police soul, Jukebox Generation. Looks to the past and the future set in stone, Jukebox Generation. Every generation has gotta deal with the blues. Every generation has gotta deal with the blues. Every generation has gotta deal with the blues. Every generation has gotta do the blues. Yeah.
Yeah, Goldblade there! Making sure the equipment works for us. Thank you very much to you guys. More from the guys a little bit later on in the show. But first up, next up, I did mention a little bit. You're forgetting it. Tell you some people that will be bothered. Please welcome back on the show for another performance in the style Joe's on. Goldblade! Yeah!
LAPD, YNSC. Sky is burning, men of my sea.
there. Thank you very much there, guys. Cheers there, man. Well, we know the equipment works now, man, don't we? We know it works. And I've just dragged you now. I've just dragged you for the next part. That's all that was about. Well, man, you've only just come back from touring, haven't you? From Germany.
Yep.
How was Germany for you?
Germany was fantastic.
Yeah. Well, the word's getting about now, to say the least, isn't it? Well, you've got like a big following in Russia and stuff anyway, haven't you?
We do in Russia. We do. We're massive everywhere, like everyone always says. Big in Japan. They used to
Big in
call it.
Japan, is that the way it is always?
Yeah.
But like, do you say that the tour went all right though anyway, didn't it? But who was ill? You were ill,
Pete
weren't
was
you,
ill.
man?
Can't you tell?
You're joking, man. What happened?
Well, he died. We had to stuff him.
You had to stuff it. You're doing well there. You're doing better than Keith Richards' dad anyway, that's to be said there,
If he died, we would have definitely burnt him. The trouble is, because he don't take the drugs, we couldn't have snorted him.
Oh, man.
We could have brought back his little ashes on, couldn't we?
But you wouldn't do that though, man, have you? Because you've been together for about, is that 11 years now?
More than that.
Man. About 11 years now. Longer than that, is it?
Yeah, 100 years. We're there.
What's the aim
We're
now,
there
man?
right from the start of rock and roll. There was the age of the dinosaurs, that ended.
Right.
The comet destroyed the dinosaurs, and then Goldblade took over.
Superb then. Well,
65 million years we've been here.
Yeah. You're looking great for 65 mil, man.
I'm feeling good, yeah. I'm feeling better than the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Well,
yeah.
I can see the
What's
dinosaur.
your favourite dinosaur?
My favourite dinosaur. You actually mentioned Tyrannosaurus. Do you see Tyrannosaurus
You
Rex?
can't cheat, that's cheating, I just said that one.
Well, I go for pterodactyl.
Ooh, controversial choice.
Yes. Yeah. Well, no, yeah. Do you not like them? We're not liking pterodactyl.
Technically not a dinosaur.
You're joking, really? Why? What are they technically? Technically, they're a bit hand over the mic. Let's go for it. Technically, why is that?
Well, it's got wings for a start.
Right. Is that the only problem?
It's the last show. We don't want to.
Right. Okay. Triceratops. We all right with that?
Yeah. Triceratops.
I'll do.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting you
Back to the
mentioned.
next song, we're going to reenact the classic battle between the Tyrannosaurus and the Triceratops. Who do you think is going to win?
I would go for Triceratops because they're actually a lot lower centre of gravity.
Interesting
can
choice.
get underneath.
Interesting choice.
Why would you go for T-Rex?
T-Rex would have won because he'd went around in packs of 1,000. So they might have the numbers.
Did they go around the packs of 1,000? Who can know that?
I know that. I'm the professor.
Well, okay, well, fair enough then. Well, I'll let you guys carry on, but I have got one dinosaur-related question for you.
Fantastic.
Then. Okay, what colour do you really think the dinosaurs were? Why did they put colours on it? We don't know.
We don't know, but they were all feathers. That's why I said. And you see the pictures of them now, the feathers on them look amazing. All these kind of multicoloured feathers. They look the most psychedelic, most crazy creations ever. Yeah.
You're right. I think feather dinosaurs are the way forward.
Absolutely fantastic. Well, in some ways, Brother Keith, here we have actually brought our own feathered dinosaur with us tonight.
Super. I think a round of applause for feathered dinosaurs, ladies and gents. So we play another song for us then.
Do you believe in the power of rock and roll?
I do believe in the power of rock and roll.
Do you believe in the power of rock and roll? Do you believe in the power of rock and roll?
You know you do!
Do you believe in the power of rock and roll? Well, let's testify! The power of rock and roll. Something sacred in the state of rock and roll. Rock and roll, rock and roll. Brothers and sisters trying to belly for the soul. Rock and roll, rock and roll. Lose my heart in the burning sound. Rock and roll, rock and roll. Lose my mind in the burning sound. Rock and roll. Spiritual high. Hands up high. Hands up high. Hands up high, yeah. Do you believe? Do you believe? Do you believe? Do you believe in the power of rock and roll? Do you believe in the power of rock and roll? Do you believe in the power of rock and roll? Do you believe in the power of rock and roll? Let's testify. Brother, do you believe in the power of rock and roll? I believe it. Brother, do you believe in the power of rock and roll? I believe. Brother, do you believe in the power of rock and roll? I believe in the power of rock and roll. Hey, brother, do you believe in the power of rock and roll? Brother, do you believe in the power of rock and roll? Sister, do you believe in the power of rock and roll? Come on, come on. We have the people do not believe. The people do not believe in the power of rock and roll. Yeah.
Well, I've got to say, it's a good thing it's the last show, really, isn't it? Because that'll be the...
Use your license. Don't get